Hello, good morning, children. Welcome to a new academic session of 2021. How are you all? Hope everybody are fine and safe at home. This academic year, we are starting with our online classes. And this year, we are going to refer NCERT textbooks. And I am Deepthi, going to teach you math for grade 4. So before starting anything, let us revise some previous knowledge about shapes and patterns. Now you might be thinking that why such an easy topic it is. Now shapes and patterns. We have seen many patterns are created by simple 2D shapes. 2D shapes means like rectangle, square, circle, triangle, oval, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, all these shapes which you can see now on your screen. All these shapes, you are familiar with these shapes and you all know that these shapes are also called as closed shapes. Why closed shapes? Now these are called closed shapes because they are bound between the boundaries or the sides. Like now you can see a rectangle. You can see a rectangle having 4 corners joined with 4 sides. So rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners. Similarly, the square has 4 sides and 4 corners. Now here rectangle and square both are having 4 sides and 4 corners. But what is the difference? Yes, you all know it, that rectangle has opposite sides equal, as the lengthwise it is same and widthwise is same. Length is the longer side and width is the smaller side of a rectangle. And in square, all the sides are equal. Now coming to triangle, it has 3 corners and 3 sides. Pentagon is having 5 corners and 5 corners adjoined with 5 sides. You can see an octagon shape which is having 8 corners joined with 8 sides. Hexagon is 6 sides with 6 corners. You can see and remember the names of the shapes also with the names of the shapes, as you can remember the sides and corners. Like octagon, octa means 8. So it will be easy for you all to remember that octagon has 8 sides and 8 corners. Similarly for hexagon, has hexa means 6. So it has 6 sides and 6 corners. Now here we have 2 other shapes, that is circle and oval, which has no sides but a curved edge which is being enclosed into a closed shape. So a circle and an oval. Oval is a best example. What is the best example of oval? Yes, everybody knows it. Egg. Egg is the best example for the oval shape. It is also an enclosed shape, a flattened longate shape. So we have seen all these shapes and its properties. Now you might be wondering why ma'am is telling all these shapes and so simple shapes which we have already learned in our lower classes. Now the chapter which we are going to learn is the building with bricks, that is related with patterns. Now so many 2D patterns or the patterns are being made by using these shapes. Now I would like to share a story of 3 masons who are working in the Jagrati Nagar in Murshidabad. Now they were told to create new patterns for this school so that the children would enjoy their learning while coming to the school. So they were told to visit an old tomb in Murshid Quli Khan, where there were 2000 brick patterns being made 300 years ago. Imagine 300 years ago, such beautiful 2000 brick patterns were being made at that time. So the masons got very excited seeing those patterns and they came up with very different patterns. Now see here, These are 5 different flow patterns or shapes which they visited in that old tomb and which they found it very interactive. Now in this first pattern you could see that the brick pattern is in such a way as rectangles are being kept, rectangular bricks are being kept in a line and arranged like a checkmate, like a check mat. How we have our mats, carpet mats, yes, we call this as chatai. Similarly, the pattern of the bricks is being made in that form. The second pattern, you can see the curve at the edge, but in the end the full shape looks like a hexagon. The third shape is having in half circle shapes where the bricks are being made and arranged in a rectangle. The fourth pattern shows an X shape. The bricks are being placed in X shape and also in plus shape. So it can be like a 4 different triangles being kept aligned with it. And fifth one, you can see a shape of an oval, half oval shape, how it is being arranged, but it also looks like an arc. So which flow pattern you like the most? I like the third pattern. You may also like first or second pattern. Have you seen such flow patterns anywhere? Yes, you might have seen such flow patterns in old tombs or old village houses. Even when you go into your hometown, you can see there are certain small old houses being made of bricks. Those houses are having such brick patterns. And nowadays also we see such brick patterns in the pavement area or when they make a compound area. Nowadays they make such patterns with the bricks so that it looks very interactive and innovative. Looking at these patterns, the masons created several different patterns. Now here you can see there are 11 different new patterns which those masons made for the Jagruti school as the principal had told them to make. So they made so innovative new patterns. Can you see here, children? Every pattern is different. So there are 11 different patterns. How the bricks are being arranged in different shapes. Okay, see, you can relate now how we have learned those closed shapes. Yes, so closed shape, when these bricks are being kept or aligned in such a way that they could create a pattern of those shapes. Now which pattern is made in circle out of these 11 patterns? Can you tell me? Yes, see, J pattern is being made in the form of a circle as the bricks are being kept in the circular position. Okay, you could say that E pattern is also looking like a circular pattern, but it is not, the bricks are not kept in circular pattern, but it looks like a rays are going out of the small circle like a sun rays, right? So if the question might be like which pattern is made in a circle, the full complete pattern of J is being made in the circle. Now there is one more question they've asked, that in which pattern can you see a mirror house? Now what is this mirror house? So before answering this question, let us recollect some knowledge about mirror house. Yes, mirror house we have learned in the earlier classes as any image, or when you see yourself in the mirror, right, you can see the other half of your picture, right? If the left looks the right, right? So same way, certain shapes or the drawings, when you create, you have to imagine that from where you make it exactly half, that the left side looks the same as the right side. Now like here I have shown you few alphabets, in which alphabets a exactly mirror half can be done. You can try with other alphabets, you can try with other designs also, or you can also try with the numbers, that which numbers can be exactly the mirror half. Like an imaginary line, if you draw vertically or horizontally, the other half looks the same. That is why that imaginary line is called as the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. Symmetry means same in size. So it only says same in size. Now you can see the alphabet M here. An imaginary line is being drawn in the middle, right? That is vertical imaginary line it is drawn. So you can see that the left side of the M, if being resembled in the mirror, the right side can be seen in the mirror, right? If you keep a mirror at that imaginary line, what you will see in the mirror? The other half of the M. And then you can see the complete M, right? But is it possible for alphabet N? See, try out this, that you write an alphabet on a paper, keep a small mirror vertically or horizontally, it should look the same as the of the other half. With the O alphabet, you can see here that it is line of symmetry can be both the ways, that is vertical as well as horizontal. If I keep the mirror at a horizontally place also, the mirror will show the exactly half portion of it. Or if I keep it vertically also, the mirror will also show the exactly other half of it, right? So, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y of this picture show the line of symmetry. But the other alphabets which are shown here on your screen cannot show the exactly mirror half of that alphabet. You can try it. When you write an alphabet, keep the mirror at exactly half of it, vertically or horizontally. Vertically means standing line, horizontally means sleeping line. So you have to keep a mirror and you should see in the mirror that is it completing that alphabet, right? Like L, if I keep it vertically, will the other half will complete that alphabet? No. It will just look the right side of it. It will not complete the other half. Okay? So, have you understood what is mirror halves? So, similarly, this mirror halves is being related in the patterns over here, which the masons had created. Like they had created also certain patterns which showed a mirror half of it. Like you can see in B pattern, if you keep a mirror, a line of imaginary line in vertically, you can see that the other half of the pattern can be easily created because the left side resembles exactly the same to the right side, right? Even the size of the brick or the alignment of the brick. Okay, but if I see in C pattern, if I keep it in the vertical way, can we see it as a, can we see the exactly mirror half? No. Somewhere the brick may look small, somewhere the brick may look half, okay? So it cannot be an exactly half. Similarly with D also. So there are certain brick patterns here, like also we can see the mirror half in H also. If I make a line of symmetry in the middle of H, you can see that it looks exactly the mirror half of it. In I also, I pattern also, you can see that it can be exactly the mirror half. Okay, so let's see how it is. See, I have made a pattern over here, a line of symmetry in the pattern, and showed you that in B pattern, H pattern and I pattern, we can see the exactly mirror halves. We can draw a line like this and see. You also at your home can also try some alphabets first in the beginning, and then you can try out with the different patterns. You have seen also certain rangolis. We can see such patterns in the rangoli patterns also, which are exactly the mirror half of it. Okay, so you can also draw some of the new floor patterns and try it. You try once with a simple shapes pattern which we have seen, like octagon shape, if the bricks are kept in an octagon shapes. And also you can try some patterns with the mirror halves, like here shown. Okay, now this we have seen that there are two certain concepts which we have gone through here, right? That is, the first concept which we came to come is the shapes and the how the patterns are being created using these shapes. That is, most of the 2D shapes which we are daily using it, but everywhere they create magic by when it has been fallen into the different patterns because of their properties. Okay, properties of sides and the corners, which we saw that each shape has their own different number of sides and corners, and the name of those shape resemble the number of sides and corners. So that was the first part or the first concept which we learned. And the second concept which we learned was the mirror half, that is the line of symmetry, which is an imaginary line. You have to imagine, children, how that line will come, how the other half will resemble when resembled in the mirror will look exactly the complete image. Okay, so two concepts which we have covered in this session is shapes and symmetry, that is mirror halves, line of symmetry. Now all this concept I will be also attaching you with certain video where you can see simple brick patterns. You can see that video also and clear the doubts that where those patterns or the brick patterns are being used in our day-to-day life. And also I'll be giving you a worksheet related to this concept so that you can solve that worksheet and recollect whatever is learned in this session. And in next section, I will be asking you certain questions related to that. Okay, so stay home, stay safe, and complete your work and studies regularly. Thank you, children. Bye.